Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to get this full skin look. I am a huge fan of luxury makeup, for sure. It's my favourite thing in the world. I love expensive makeup and really just high-end makeup. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. So I had the idea of kind of doing a kind of high-end version of videos and then a more drugstore version of videos. So today I'm going to show you how I get my glowy, full coverage, long-lasting finish on my foundation and my base using all luxury makeup, and then I'm going to do the same thing but a drugstore version as well. So let me know what you think about this little kind of series I'm planning. I hope you guys like it. I'm excited to challenge myself in getting the same results high-end and drugstore. So yeah, if you would like to see how I created this skin look, then stay tuned. Let's do this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hydrate my skin, and this is just a little sampler but I do have the full size. It is the Kiehls Iris Extract Activating Treatment Essence. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 drops. Now you don't actually, this isn't a toner and it's not a serum, it's an essence, and it makes your skin something crazy like 1,000 times more hydrated. But anyway, it just draws all the moisture throughout the day, it keeps you nice and hydrated, and I've been using it every day since I had a little facial at Kiehls, which was great. I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little bit because this background's just busting my balls. I'm going to use my oil. So this is my Daily Reviving Concentrate. You guys know that I love this so much. I get this and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Warm it up. And then I push it into my skin. And this just brightens everything up. It gets everything looking nice and smooth. I think it's one of my favourite things I use every day. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop on my Charlotte Tilbury Wonderglow. I've used this in a couple of videos before, but I just really like it. I think it gives a really beautiful sheen to the skin. So I'm just going to massage that. Obviously, because I've got my oils and my essence underneath, it goes on super smoothly and it just makes everything look super glowy and nice. I really like it, and I think it does shine through your foundation quite a bit. Obviously you guys know me, I like a really dewy, moisturised base. I'm not too keen on a matte look just because I've always been kind of told that more hydrated and more kind of glowy skin is going to stay younger for longer, and that's what I need in my life. Okay, next I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, Your Skin But Better. This is the full coverage correcting cream. I have used this recently in a video, but it's really fab, right, and I love it so much. But see, for me, a CC cream I always think would be cheaper than a foundation, but it's actually, I think it retails at like £32. I did get sent this. I take 2 pumps on the back of my hand and then I just dot it on my face evenly, so it's just going to help when it comes to blending it. It's just going to help everything blend nicely. Once that's on, I'm going to take the brush that comes with this product, which is the IT Cosmetics CC Skin Perfecting Brush. This is the number 702. Love it. I've been using it regardless of what foundation I'm using. I'm just going to give that an extra little pat in because I need to get more on my nose. So I'm just kind of patting that in to make sure it's going to cover everywhere. And then I'm going to use circles. So watch this. Watch this coverage. And I was saying this last time, I do not understand how it matches me this well. Do you know what I mean? I know some people get grossed out when I go over my lips, but soz, I have to do it. And not only does this product look great straight away and it blends really easily, but one time I was going out and I already had a kind of layer of this on, and I just added another little touch on top, and it builds so well, and my foundation was so full coverage and perfect. I just loved it. So yeah, I think this is my new favourite full coverage foundation, and also because it matches me, it just makes me want to use it all the time. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my favourite Shape Tape. Obviously I love this stuff so much. The shade I use is the shade Light. I used to use the shade Medium Light, but I ran out of that and I had this one, so I started using this. Honestly, I actually prefer using the shade Light, but at the same time I am quite fair at the moment. I don't have any fake tan on, which is going to change real soon, let's just say that. Yeah, it's just great. So I just use my strokes underneath. And then obviously I've done my eyes first today. I just use a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes, and then I kind of blend it up towards the eyeshadow, and then that way you kind of keep that nice blend, you know. I'm going to swap my brush, and I'm going to actually use the Urban Decay Diffusing Highlighter brush. This is a nice kind of dual fibre brush, and I'm going to use it to blend initially, and then I'll go over it again with my foundation brush. So this just gives it a wee bit more precision, so I can get right in between my eyebrows and things like that. And then I'm actually going to swap back to my IT Cosmetics brush to do most of this blending, just because it gets the job done so quickly. And I do much prefer the CC cream with a brush rather than a beauty blender, which is so funny, but it's true. And then once I've kind of got this crazy looking line, I'm going to use this brush now. And that is full coverage realness. And then I'm just going over it with my foundation brush, which still has a little bit of the IT Cosmetics on it. The eyeshadow palette I used today is actually the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So I didn't do a tutorial on it. If you would like to see how I created my eye look today, let me know. I've pretty much got this kind of eye tutorial on my channel already anyway. But I'm going to go in with the really, really light shade here. And I'm going to use that to set the concealer just by the eyeshadow. And it also just helps it kind of blend a little bit better. That's seamless. So the powder I'm going to use, I've never used this brand until recently, and it's only because I have this powder that I've been using it. This is Chantecaille powder, and it's HD Perfecting powder, and oh my god, it is phenomenal. I got given this, I went for a PR meeting with a company down in London, and they gave me this and were like, you've probably never heard of it, but just try it because it's really, really fantastic. And I was like, right, okay. Didn't think much of it. It's beautiful. So I just get some of this on my brush, and I just kind of, it looks like nothing, doesn't it? But it does make a huge difference. The smoothness it gives your skin, and it's HD obviously, so it just looks unreal. It makes you look like you've been airbrushed. Oh, that's smashed. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, yeah, don't know much about that brand. I'll link it down below anyway so you can check it out. I looked it up after I got given it. It's quite expensive is all I'll say, but if you are bougie and you like luxury makeup like me, it's unreal. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use my Dark Tan MAC bronzer. You guys know that I really like this. I used to use it all the time, and I'm looking quite ghosty just now just because everything's so full coverage. So I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Powder and Sculpt brush. I'm going to start at the back, and I'm just going to kind of carve out my cheekbones a little bit and just warm up my face in general. See straight away. Oof. And I'll bring it up to my forehead, and just not as much product, but I do just warm up the kind of, I don't know, I've got the funniest hairline ever. So I just kind of rub it in there. And then I like to go just under my chin, make sure this is super blended though, because this is how you end up getting a woohoo big ring around your neck. And this just gives the illusion of one chin. Pretty good, huh? And then I'm just going to get a tiny little bit on this brush. I'm just going to go down the sides of my nose, right up to the start of the brow. And you can see that just kind of gives a little bit more definition. Obviously, again, because we've used such kind of full coverage product, your nose can just get lost in your face a little bit. Big brush. And I'm just going to go down my neck with a little bit of bronzer just to make sure that there's not going to be any crazy lines. Okay, now that we're sufficiently bronzed, I'm going to go in with my Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting powder in the shade medium. Now this looks really, really quite grey, but see just the tiniest little bit of this? I think that's why it's in such a small pan. Tiniest little bit of this, and I just use it right at the backs of my bronze. Right in the hollow of my kind of cheekbone that I've made. Now that's sculpted. Okay, I don't usually use too much blush, but when I do, I really like the Tarte blush. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in the shade Risque. The French spelling, Risque. And I'm going to just take my Real Techniques brush just because it's big, and I just like a wash colour, like that much, honestly. That's how much blusher I use, and that's it. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hair behind my t-shirt, and I'm going to use my Pure Miracle Mist Hydrate and Set, and I'm going to use a fair amount of this. I don't even need to shake it, but I'm just going to douse my face. Dry it in. My hair is soaking. It's worth it. It's worth it. And I just let that dry, and then see when it gets to this kind of dewy stage, that's when you put your Becca on. So you guys know this is my favourite high-end highlighter. Hit the pan off, and we're gonna bring it back. It's been a while since I used this actually in a video. I'm gonna go in with my little fan brush from Dose of Colours, and I'm just gonna bless these cheekbones. That's the one. Forever my baby, honestly. It's like, it's magical. And that way I'm actually more matte in the centre than I usually would be, which I kind of like. But I've still got that glow. And I'm going to take a little eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to bless the Cupid's bow. Yep. And then just down the whole kind of length of my nose here. And then I'm going to do that tip. I'm going to do the tip. Tin Man, Tin Man. These are the days that I feel like straight fire. Straight fire. Okay, I'm digging it. What I usually do, you don't need to do this, but I like to just get a little bit of my bronzer again with the big brush. This is the M402 brush, and I'm just gonna, and now I'm gonna get my little Too Faced palette again. I'm gonna go in with the shade Purity, and I'm just gonna smoke it out a little bit more underneath my eyes, because I hate losing that intensity. Okay, lips. I'm going to just get the excess off with my finger. And I'm going to do my favourite new nude. Are you surprised? So again, two high-end products. This is my Illamasqua liner, and this is a slick stick in the shade Dream. I've used it a fair few times before, but it is my favourite nude liner. And then for my top lip, again, I've been doing this lately and I really like it. I just kind of go straight across my Cupid's bow. And then just kind of follow the natural lip line on the sides. Okay, once that's on, I'm going to take my lipstick, which is actually the Smashbox Nylon Nude. So this is it here, and I'll do a little swatchy swatch for you. But it is beautiful. It's such a nice shade of nude, and I've been really liking it. Really, really liking it. So the way I apply it is I apply it all over, and then I get my finger and I just kind of blend that in. And then what I do just to clean up any lines is I go with my angle brush that I use to carve out my brows, and I'll just tidy up my lip line. Last touch, my little freckle. I just use my Kat Von D liner. Ta-da! Now that's glowy. I'm actually just going to powder the centre of my face just one more time. I'm a heckin' liar. Can you see that though? That powder makes such a difference, right? I love it so much. So you guys, that is the finished look. I hope you liked it. This is definitely my favourite skin to do ever. It's full coverage, it's still glowy, it's nice and bronzed, and it's going to last all day for sure. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys would like to see down in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe and maybe like this video if you did like it, which would be really great. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Bye!